Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to do a little bit of a different format here. So it's been a crazy week with the Lionsgate energy, a lot of different things happening with the divine masculine and divine feminine. So I'm just going to do a general reading, see kind of where everyone's at. I have a new deck here, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which is very erotic deck, so there will be some sexual messages here with the divine masculine, divine feminine, and yeah, so I'm just gonna get right into the reading. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Mystic Mondays and see what we got here. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull some cards to see where the divine masculine is at right now. Okay. Divine masculine. Got the Hangman. Okay. This card can be interpreted in a lot of different ways, and I always tend to, it's dark here, but I wanted to kind of set the mood. Last night I did a reading in the middle of the night, and I feel as a moon child, being sister moon, very connected to the dark and the moon. So I apologize if it's dark, but that's kind of my point. So if you don't like that, you don't have to watch. So I have the Hanged Woman here, okay? But we're talking about the masculine, so it's just the Hanged Woman in this deck. And like I said, I always have a different interpretation of this card. It's a Pisces card. It's Neptune. It's kind of like suspended in water. The Hangman has a certain attitude about being hung. It might be a victim mentality, also someone that's kind of resistant to getting the awakening that's calling them, okay? I got 10 of Wands, so I feel like right now the masculine might be feeling a lot of heavy energy, a lot of, feeling like this connection is kind of like a burden to him, but at the same time, and him, I mean masculine. It could be a woman, but I'm just gonna make it easy and say him and her. Whoa, we got the 10 of Swords reversed. We already got 2 10s here. So I do feel like we're coming to the end of a cycle. He's also resistant to this ending because this means that he might have to actually evolve and learn the lessons that he's been avoiding learning, okay? And it's a burdensome because it requires change, and it's hard for any of us to change our ideas about ourselves and the world. We got Knight of Swords. So some of your masculines could have been literally just an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But also, I feel like there were a lot of maybe impulsive actions taken with him. I've got another 10 of Pentacles reversed. I get this feeling that the masculine doesn't quite know how to manifest his happy, stable idea that he has for himself, okay? But I feel like he's on the brink of something with these 3 10s. So I'm gonna pull for the feminine here. Got the Lovers. Okay, so I feel like the feminine definitely has the relationship, the connection on her mind, okay? She's trying to make a decision about what to do with this connection. She knows that it's karmic with this Justice. There's a lot of love energy here with this Venusian energy and the Lovers. I feel like she might be in a very romantic mood. This Lionsgate might have really increased her connection to her divine masculine in like a very romantic kind of way, so she might be thinking of him fondly. 7 of Cups reversed. I feel like she doesn't want to explore other options because she knows that this masculine is the one that she wants, okay? So I feel like there really is no decision for her here. It's just about what is she going to do about this connection. And the High Priestess. So I really feel like she's working on getting in touch with herself and listening to herself about this journey and trying to tune out other people's opinions and really trust herself and really connect to herself. And she might be in a very solitary journey right now with this. She might be kind of like swirling in her head, kind of in like a dream state, almost like, I don't know, I get this feeling like hypnotic, like almost like that like lucid like place between like dream and reality. She's like very in that place, but I feel like that's where she finds her connection to the masculine, and that's where she feels like she's most connected, in that 5D realm, okay? So I'm gonna pull from the Tarot of Sexual Magic and see what else we got going on for the masculine of his mind with this connection, and also his current desires for the feminine. We've got the Hangman again, guys. I really feel like the masculine is in a and this is also very a dreamy state. I feel like he's very much in the spiritual realm, even though he hasn't quite figured it out. I do feel like he's dreaming of the feminine for sure, because if you look at this card also, it's like very, like he can't quite reach her, okay? So she's there, he could see her and he could feel her, but he can't quite physically get to her. So I feel like the masculine and the feminine might really be connecting in the 5D realms right now. Dreams, telepathic communication. We've got Ace of Swords, okay? So I feel like he's realizing the truth about their connection, and that she is the divine feminine. And actually, this card is, if you see that she's kind of dominating the situation. So I feel like he feels like the truth is that she really is the one that holds the power and the key to this dynamic, and that she is really the high priestess, okay? So I think he's realizing the power that she has, and that he's kind of powerless to this truth and this reality about their connection, okay? We've got a few cards here. We've got Four of Swords. Okay, yeah, so this is also him kind of taking the mental space from this connection, I feel like. Two of Swords. This is also very like Piscean energy, very like in this realm of like really in your intuition and your head, trying to think. Also with that Four of Swords. Three of Swords here, okay? And Ace of Cups. Wow, okay? There's a lot of heart opening here, I feel like. With the Ace of Cups, I feel like he wants to not only like emotionally connect to her, but like physically make love to her. I feel like he is wanting their souls to divine masculine wants his soul to connect to the divine feminine on all the levels, all the deep levels. But I feel like he feels like this dynamic might be too broken for him, okay? So I feel like he fears a lot that there's a lot of heartbreak involved. There's also a lot of truth that he doesn't necessarily want to face with that Ace of Swords about himself through this connection. So I feel like there's a lot of resistance, and that's what the Hangman is too. So now I'm doing the divine feminine. We've got 5 of Wands and 4 of Wands here, okay? So I feel like there's definitely that's the twin flame connection, but there's also a conflict with her, okay? She realizes it's a very conflicted situation, and so you see there's like a guy peeking. I feel like she feels sort of almost like there's so many external factors that are impeding on their connection, okay? So she doesn't feel like she can necessarily connect to him in the most intimate way, because there's people literally interfering. It could be a karmic partner. And with this 4 of Wands, I feel like she's dreaming a lot about the ideal situation that they could have, and like how she really feels like they could be. And I get this like feeling about like a lot of dreaminess about this connection, okay? I'm gonna pull one more card from this deck for her. I pulled 2. We got Ace of Wands and 2 of Wands, okay? So I feel like she wants to definitely turn this from a solo journey to them together. She wants to even have like conversations, intimate conversations. She wants to, I get this feeling with this Ace of Wands card that she really wants to be like her most authentic, vulnerable self, and connected to herself and her own sexuality and her own sensuality. And the masculine makes her feel like that. And they connect both physically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually with conversations. And just the way that they connect is like, it makes her feel most connected to herself, okay? I'm just gonna pull one more card for the barrier with that, with them. The world, okay? So I feel like there's karmic lessons that she knows that need to be completed in order for them to get to that final point of like togetherness, and where the world has molded them both to come together in this like ultimate place of fulfillment, okay? So I'm going to pull from the Twin Flame Volume 2 messages and see what the masculine has to say to the feminine. Oh, that one flew out. I'm trying to do the honorable thing, okay? So some of these masculines really might be trying to both honor the feminine and honor maybe the relationship they already have established, and they just feel like if they do something out of a non-honorable place, that it could actually mess up themselves and their connection to their divine feminine and just everyone around them, okay? I'm just doing what I have to do right now. So I feel like the masculine feels very tied up. Like he feels like he cannot necessarily go with his heart because the Ace of Cups was there, but I feel like he is just doing the right thing, okay? It was really me, not you, okay? So I feel like he's starting to take some responsibility for this. He's realizing his part in the divide of this connection, the separation. He wants the feminine to know that he is not blaming her, even though he may have said things with that Knight of Swords to make her think. And I'm going to pull one more card. I will make things right between us one day. So the masculine is trying to convey that things will be different at some point, but for right now, I just feel like he doesn't feel like he can do it, okay? Let's see. I'm just going to pull a couple more from the Mystic Moon Oracle deck and see where else the masculine's at. Just a few cards here. A couple came out. Metamorphosis. Yeah, he's going through the change that he needs. Abandon and destruction, okay? So I feel like the message I'm getting here is that things needed to end and get destroyed in order for him to change, for him to work through these abandonment issues that he has, for her, for the divine feminine to work through her abandonment issues, and for him to really reconstruct himself and go through this metamorphosis, okay? So it's all kind of happening for their benefit, for both of them. So that's the message I have for you guys. I feel like it was a very, very clear message, and I feel pretty good about it. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday evening, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.